Colombia. Let's move right up further north there. You mentioned Colombia as the other new place to be. Tell us a little bit about a few insights that you might be able to share with us about your experience and consulting work that may be linked to how better to understand working with Colombians.
Well, this is something, Colombia has an advantage that there is no other countries in Latin America that has it. And the advantage of Colombia is that you can find many powerful cities or many opportunities in different cities in the country. So for example, if we are thinking about Argentina, it's mainly Buenos Aires, which has more power than any other city altogether in the rest of the country. If we're talking about Chile, it's basically Santiago. If we're talking about Peru, it's basically Lima. But this is different in Colombia, because in Colombia, the power is distributed among different countries, among different cities. We're talking about Bogotá, that has a lot of opportunity, but it's in the middle of the country, far away from ports, for example. Then you have Medellin, the second biggest city, where you have a lot of huge and amazing talents of people that are entrepreneurs, that have a lot of energy, which at the same time have a distinctive culture. Then we can be talking about Cali, we can be talking about Barranquilla, we can be talking about Manizales, different cities that depending on the opportunities and your business and the type of geography that you're looking for, you might be choosing a different city, and that's okay. So this is an advantage that any other country in Latin America has. And why is that? Because of the geography. The geography in Colombia is unique because the Andes Mountains divide into 3 channels or roads when they enter Colombia. So you can find cities that are in the middle of the mountain, some people that are in the middle, some people that has an exit to the Atlantic Ocean or the Caribbean, some other cities that have an exit to the Pacific Ocean, some other people that are in the Amazons and in the jungle. So you can see in terms of geography that Colombia has a lot of advantages, and you will also see that working with people from Bogota it's gonna be completely different than working with people from the coast. That is why you can find 5 different Colombias depending with whom you're working with. If you're working with people with the Amazon, it's going to be totally different than working with people from the coast or working with people from Bogota, for example. Bogota, just to give an idea of Colombia, when you think about Colombia, you think about, oh, it's going to be very hot and you're going to have a sea. But Colombia is almost 3,000 meters above the sea. So it's cold all year long. So even the people from Bogota have a distinctive attitude and behavior because of the weather. I mean, they are thinking about it's going to be raining, it's going to be cold or not. They're going to dress differently. They're much more formal than people that are in the coast, for example. They are much more informal and casual because all day long it's really hot. And Medellin, for example, that I believe that it is the star within Colombia. Everybody's talking about Medellin at the moment. The energy of the population, the weather. Medellin is the city of the never-ending spring. So you can find a spring all year long. It's a wonderful weather. And of course, as I told you, Colombians might be different to Peruvian because the influence of native has been different. You can start finding some African influence, especially into the Pacific part of the countries. But also a lot of European influence, British, Spanish, Jew, and so on, that have created a distinctive culture that it will vary a lot depending on the sub-region that you're working with.